Alright. Go back to my checklist. We got the weather, altimeter set, heading indicator is good with the compass, transponder on standby, engine gauges all look good. Alright, landing light on. I'm going to test my steering and brakes. Thing is working. Alright, we're gonna, like other people, we're using runway 16.
3 Delta Charlie departing south, 3 miles south at 5500, last call, South Valley.
South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is taxiing to runway 16 via Bravo from the FBO ramp, South Valley. I just noticed that my headset cord is underneath. Make sure you put that microphone close to your mouth so if you talk I can hear you, okay? Say something. I can't hear you. Put it really close. You can put it right up next to your mask. So put your mask on.
Fine.
Okay, I can hear you. I can't hear you. Say something.
Hi.
Yeah, say it loud.
Hi.
Okay, I heard that. Alright. Don't be afraid to talk. I'm not gonna bite. Alright. So in these airplanes, you notice how I'm steering without my hands? You steer with your feet when you're on the ground. Kinda weird the first time. Like the opposite of a car. This makes your airplane tilt in the air like this. And when you pull it back, you go up. Push it forward, you go down. And the feet make your plane do this. There. Any questions so far? I didn't hear anybody.
Oh.
No? That was a no? Okay. We're going to go down here and we're going to park and do another checklist just to make sure everything's working before we go take off. See that sign that says run up? That's what it's called. You do the run up checklist. So you come over here and you park and do your run up checklist. Alright, parking brakes on. Go back to my checklist. Okay, flight controls, when I turn this right, that one should come up, and this one should go down. Then when I do it this way, up, and that one goes down. Okay, and the one back there goes up and down correctly. Trim. Set. Seat belts are all on, right? Okay. Flight instruments all look fine. Okay, now I'm going to bring the throttle up and test the engine with a few things. So we're not going to take off, but this is normal to rev the engine up and test a few things before you take off. Okay, I'm going to check the magnetos. So did you feel that roughness? That means I need to warm the engine up a little bit more. So I'm going to rev the engine up a little bit and warm it up. Okay, those are working. Vacuum is almost at 5, so that's good. Oil temperature is good. Oil pressure, good. Ammeter's working, annunciator panel's working. Propeller's working. Electric fuel pump working. Okay, bring it down to idle. Idling just fine. Okay, fuel selector is on the left tank. Gauges all look fine. Flaps, we're going to take off with 1 notch of flaps. Trim hasn't changed. Transponder to alt. Can you see why we do checklists? There's a lot of stuff to remember, huh? Okay, doors are closed. Hey, you guys ready to take off?
Yeah. Yeah.
This little thing in the middle is us. It'll turn into an airplane and then it'll show us. See, that's an airplane right there. Southwest or SkyWest. 5,600 feet above us. So it tells us where all the airplanes are. It's kind of nice. South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike. Charlie's holding short 16 South Valley. Okay, always stop before these lines, and then I always look and make sure there's no airplanes coming in. I don't see any on my screen either. No one's out on the runway. South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike. Charlie's taking off runway 16 South Valley. Airspeed's alive. Gauges are in the green. Waiting for 75 knots before we take off. Gear's coming up. So the landing gear just folded up. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. There's some birds we don't want to hit. South Valley traffic, Arrow 28 Mike Charlie is exiting the pattern going south. We're at 5,300 heading towards Point of the Mountain. It's normal to have little bumps like this in a small airplane. This is actually pretty smooth. Now, a lot of people think that if your engine quits in an airplane, you're just going to fall out of the sky. Do you guys think that's true?
Oh?
No, you don't think it's true? You're right, because if your engine quits, you still have wings and you can actually glide down and land somewhere. I think a lot of people get scared because they think if the engine dies, you just kind of fall out of the sky, which is not true. Alright. So do you guys want to go fly over Salt Lake downtown, or do you want to go down towards Utah County, Lehigh area?
Downtown.
Downtown? Alright. South Valley traffic, Arrow 28 Mike Charlie is heading east. We're just about over the Jordan River Temple at 5,700. We're going to go over to Sandy to do some flying and maneuvers over there, South Valley. All right. You want to fly it a little bit? No? You sure? You don't even want to fill it? Okay. You just want me to fly you? Okay. Okay, so do you guys see the temple? I think it's just right off our right there. The wing might be blocking it. Got the temple there? No? So there's a plane right in front of us, about 500 feet above us. You guys, the sun might be blocking it. So we'll go over this way a little bit. South Valley traffic, Arrow 28 Mike Charlie is over I-15 at Sandy, 5,600 maneuvering over on the east side. to see the sunset. It's nice right in our eyes. I'm always adjusting this trim so I don't have to, I can just let the plane fly itself, you know, so I don't have to push. And you guys can take pictures or do whatever you want. South Valley traffic, Aero 2, Mike Charlie's 5 miles east of the field. We're at 6,500 over Sandy area, doing maneuvers South Valley.
South Valley traffic, Musketeer 1-2 Romeo, taxi Bravo, run up 16, South Valley.
So there's downtown Salt Lake. We'll kind of head down that way. But we can't go that way on that side of I-15, that freeway, because that's Class Bravo, unless we get permission from air traffic control. What do you think so far?
It's fun.
Excellent. Thumbs up. Nice and smooth. I don't even have to touch the controls, it's just flying. Have you ever flown on a big airplane?
Right here. Yeah.
Yeah? So how, is it different?
Yeah.
fly over the U of U Stadium. How's that? This blue line right here, I need to not cross it because that's Salt Lake City International Airspace, which is right there. So I just need to stay away from that on this side of it. Okay, we'll go over here by downtown Salt Lake, and we'll do a circle, and we'll go over by the U of U Stadium. Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Are we just about over downtown there? All right.
Southbound traffic, Sport Cruiser 713 Echo Romeo. We're going to be taxiing to runway 16 Bravo, South Valley.
South Valley traffic, Aero 2, Mike Charlie is maneuvering over the U of U area at 6,500. All right, there's the stadium. You want to get a picture? Here, I'll go around and do it again. Did you get one?
Yeah.
You want me to go back?
Sure.
Okay. That's a good shot right there, huh? Sure you don't want to fly? Okay. Alright, we'll head back and land. South Valley traffic, Aero 2, Mike Charlie is at 6,500 southbound over downtown Salt Lake. We're going to head towards Sandy. Your uncle's down there listening to us on the radio whenever I say stuff. So these three lights right here that were green when we were on the ground, we need to make sure they come on when I put the landing gear down, so we know we have wheels. That's how I know the landing gear's down. I move this down, and these three green lights will come on if it comes down successfully. And there's like nobody out here flying with us either. We have it all to ourselves. Kinda nice. The big planes have autopilots. This one has an autopilot that you can see. Watch this. See this little blue bug that's moving? I can set that like that, and I can push this right here, and it'll just fly. And if I turn this, the airplane will turn. That's how the big planes fly with autopilot.
Holding short, 16 South Valley.
Kinda cool, huh? Hey, can you guys tell me where the airport is that I took off from? Can you see it?
South Valley traffic, Musketeer 12 Romeo, taking one.
Just look through the whole valley and see if you can see where an airport would be. Look for a big open field in the middle of all the houses and buildings. See any? It's straight that way. You see that open field just right over there? That's the airport where we took off from. All these blue squares on the map, they're airspaces for Salt Lake, and it tells you in this little block right here, I have to be below 6,000 feet or else I need permission. So right now we're at 6,300, so we need to get down a little bit before we cross I-15. South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is 4 miles southeast of the field over Sandy, 6100, inbound for landing.
South Valley traffic, Musketeer 12 Romeo, right crosswind, 16, and we'll go over to the west bench, and we'll be maneuvering southwest of the field, South Valley. South Valley, Sport Cruiser 73 Echo Romeo is holding short, runway 16, South Valley.
So we're going 142 knots. Do one of you guys have a calculator on your phone?
Yeah.
So do 142 times 1.15 and tell me what that is. So 142 times 1.15.
153.3.
That's how many miles an hour we're going. We're going 153 miles an hour.
South Valley traffic, Sport Cruiser 73 Echo Romeo, taking off runway 16, South Valley.
checklist that I've memorized that I always do when I'm coming into land. It's called the GUMPS checklist, G-U-M-P-S. So G is for gas, and I just switched to the full fuel tank. U is for undercarriage, which is the landing gear. So I'm going to slow down a little bit. I can't put the landing gear down until that's below 116. I'm going to put the landing gear down. And I got 3 green lights. And then my M is mixture rich. P is prop full forward. S is for switches and seatbelts. You guys all have your seatbelts on still?
Yeah.
Okay. South Highway traffic, Arrow 28 Mike. Charlie is 5.5 miles south of the field. Inbound for landing, we're at 5,700. We'll enter traffic pattern, right traffic 416.
South Highway traffic, 4 cruiser 713 Columbus, turning right crosswind. We're going to be going to the northwest South Highway.
You guys see the runway over there?
South Highway traffic, 4 cruiser 713 Echo Romeo. We're on right downwind. We're going to be departing the battery to the northwest.
South Highway traffic, Arrow 28 Mike. Charlie is over the Oker Mountain Temple, 5,700. We're going to enter right downwind 16 traffic. Alright, so I got my gumps checked down. It's all done. We're ready to land. 3 in the green gear down. South Highway traffic, Arrow 28 Mike. Charlie is just east of the Brickyard, 5,600. Entering right downwind 16, full stop. So the airport altitude is 4,600. Whenever you come into land, you'll want to be about 1,000 feet up. So we're at 5,600 when we enter the traffic pattern to land. South Valley traffic, Arrow 28 Mike. Charlie is right downwind 16, full stop.
South Highway traffic, 4 cruiser 713 Echo Romeo. We're over the Whitewater Towers. We're heading northwest at 5,900 South Highway.
Alright. Okay, 3 in the green gear down. We're all ready to land. We're already in the speed where I can pull the flaps down, so we'll do that here in a sec. As soon as I get straight with the end of the runway, I'm going to pull a notch of flaps, and that'll help us start slowing down. South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie's turning right base 16 full stop. Another notch of flaps. Bring the green gear down. South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie's turning final 16 full stop. Okay, throwing the green gear down.
Traffic 012 Romeo, the brickyard, inbound for landing 16, South Valley.
Did you hear that beeping right before we landed? That means the plane was, that's what you want right before you land. You want the stall warning horn to go off. Means you're slow enough. South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is clear of the runway to Alpha 3, taxiing to the ramp by the FBO via Bravo, South Valley. That's the plane I learned in right there, that orange one. Okay, when we get out, when we come over here, I'm going to let the engine cool off a little bit, and then when we turn it off and get out, I'll have you guys help me push the airplane back a little bit, okay? Because there is no reverse in an airplane like this. You kind of have to stop the engine and push it back.
Westbound.
South Valley traffic, Tier 12 Romeo, entering on 45, right down 116 full stop, South Valley.
Alright, what'd you think? That's it? Just a nod? Okay. Alright, so we need to let this cool off just for a minute. See this little green line here? That's our flight path. This plane has a turbocharger, so when we stop like this, we have to let it sit here and cool off a little bit before we just turn the engine off, so we don't ruin it. Okay, so then I go back to a checklist. Stopping engine. So engine cool down, which we're doing right now.
South traffic, 1
Flaps
Romeo
are
right,
down.
please. Turning final, 16 full stop.
Avionics off.
Electrical switches off. Color. Throttle mixture. Magnetos. Master switch. You can take your headsets off now.
Where should I put it?
Just hang it on this.